Hello and welcome to another video with me, Rauchenwald. Now in today's video I'm going to show you a way how you can earn or mine USDT, so US dollar tether, for free online just by pushing a button every couple of hours. But before we jump into that, due to the nature of the service or platform that I'm going to show you, I have to point out that what I'm sharing with you in this video just is my personal opinion and experience and is in no way financial advice. With the method that I'm showing you, there are certain risks involved, which I'll try to clarify. However, again, it's just my personal opinion. You have to do your own research and decide if the method that I'm showing you is suitable for you or not. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into it. The platform that we're going to look at today is called StormGain, and StormGain is a cryptocurrency exchange that allows you to exchange and trade cryptocurrency, and especially allows you to do something called margin trading. Now, I don't want to get too much into the trading aspect right now, but simply put, margin trading means if you trade with $1 of your money, you apply something called the leverage of between 5 and 300. And if you trade with a 5 times leverage and $1, you would actually be trading with $5. And if you have a 300 times leverage and you trade with $1, you actually would be trading with $300. Which means on one hand, if you're right, your profits are much higher. On the other hand, if you're wrong, you stand to lose more or lose your money faster. But that's obviously not the core aspect of today's video, but we want to focus on the free mining aspect of the StormGain website. And in order to get started with that, you can use the link in the description or the first pinned comment down below. And when you create your free account, you will receive a free USDT, so US dollar tether sign-up bonus. Now, for those of you who don't know what USDT is, it's a cryptocurrency, a so-called stable coin, and one tether very closely mimics the value of $1, which means one tether usually is worth pretty much $1.00 or a little bit more or a little bit less, but it's usually very close to that because, again, it's something called a stable coin. But stable coins and tether specifically are also not the topic of today's video, so let's move on with how you can actually mine for free. Once you created your free account and you log in, you can go to the mining section and you will see a screen that looks similar to this. And looking at that screen, we can already come up with the first question. Why is it called Bitcoin Cloud Miner, yet you receive USDT, so US dollar tether? And the answer to that is simply because StormGain decided to do it this way. So StormGain simply decided to let you mine Bitcoin, but you receive the payment in USD tether, which means depending on the current USD tether to Bitcoin exchange rate, which should be very close to the US dollar to Bitcoin exchange rate, the balance that you see here might vary over time until you achieve the minimum amount of 10 USDT. So you need a minimum of 10 USDT in your cloud mining before you will be able to withdraw it. But there is still a catch to it, because when you withdraw it from the cloud mining, it will not show up as your USDT balance on the top right here, but it will show up as bonus balance here, which means you cannot directly withdraw it. But before I talk about how exactly you'll be able to withdraw money or cryptocurrency from StormGain, I want to quickly cover a few other things about the cloud miner here. Number one, you can see when you look on my screen that I'm currently mining with a 0.5 mining rate. So it's half the usual mining rate, which equals $12 per month right now. And obviously it's not a lot. On the other hand, for just pressing a button a few times per day, receiving more than $100 per year seems kinda like a nice offer. Which brings us to another aspect. The mining sessions, as mentioned, last 4 hours, which means during the day while you're awake, you can press the mining button every 4 hours to keep your mining sessions going, to increase your earnings and reach the minimum amount of 10 USDT faster. Only when your mining session ended and you reached more than $10 in USDT will you see a withdraw button that will allow you to withdraw those earnings into your bonus USDT balance. Now, in regards to that mining speed, you can also see when I start pressing on the plus icon here that you can theoretically boost it up to 530 times at which point you would receive roughly $13,000 per month in USDT. Now the really big question here is, how can you unlock that 530 times multiplier? And we can get the answer by clicking on this link. You can see that StormGain offers different statuses or levels, and all of them are tied to your trading volume. So the more you trade on StormGain, the higher your level becomes. So theoretically, if you were to deposit $100 in StormGain and then you open a buy Bitcoin USDT position and you close it not even with a profit but plus minus zero, and you do that 1,500 times, you would have created a total trading volume of 150,000 USDT. And as a result, you would qualify for the gold status here and you would receive a higher mining bonus already. However, you don't actually have to deposit any money or cryptocurrency, because the USDT that you receive for free by just pressing the mining button can and have to also be used for trading and count towards your trading volume. Although it will take you quite some time to, first of all, maybe accumulate $100 in USDT just from mining on StormGain, and then again make a total of 1,500 successful trades to reach the gold status. However, it's still worth to know how you can increase your mining bonus, and that's the #1 method to go there. Now, when we go back to the mining page, there's one other aspect that I want to point out. First of all, if you use the link in the description down below, you will receive free USDT already for creating your account. And you can obviously do the same. Once you create your account, you can copy your referral link from the mining section and share it with your friends and family. And when they sign up, they will receive free USDT as well as bonus. And on top of that, for all the funds, so the mines funds that the users that sign up with your link withdraw, you will receive a 17% commission on that. So that's the second way to increase the funds. However, that still doesn't mean that you will be able to withdraw them. So with that, we actually come to the interesting aspect of how you would be able to withdraw those funds in the end. And the answer to that question is a little bit more complicated, but I try to keep things as simple as possible. First of all, you cannot withdraw any of the bonus money directly. You first have to use that money for trading, and then you would be able to withdraw any profits that you make. So once you achieve at least 10 USDT in balance from mining, you can withdraw it. It moves to the top right corner of the screen into your bonus USDT balance, and then you can go to trading. And here you would need to then invest that money by, for example, picking Bitcoin USDT or Ethereum USDT or any of the other currency pairs available, and then using your 10 or more USDT to either buy or sell that currency. So you are basically betting if the currency will go up or down in value. Now that sounds simple enough. However, there are two important stepstones along the way that might cause you to lose those funds very fast. The first important one is the leverage that I mentioned earlier, which is by default set to 200. So if you would have 10 USDT and then simply blindly buy Bitcoin, you would actually not trade with 10 USDT, but with 200 times that amount, so 2,000 USDT. Which means if the price only moves slightly up, it also will cause you a bigger profit if you bought Bitcoin. However, on the other hand, already minor drops to the bottom would already eat up your entire 10 USDT, and your trade would be closed and you would have lost the money that you just got by clicking the mining button. That alone obviously doesn't sound that bad, because when you think about it, it means that you just push a button once every 4 hours during the day. Maybe you do it like I did it and set up a 4-hour reminder in your reminders app so that you don't forget about it. Once you achieve 10 USDT in mining rewards, you transfer them or withdraw them to your bonus balance, and then you just, for example, buy Bitcoin or whatever other currency you want. And if it moves in your direction, you made a profit that you can withdraw. If it moves against your trade, you just lose the 10 USDT that you just got basically for free for pushing a button. So if it would just be like that, it would actually mean that you cannot lose. It would mean that sometimes you get 10 USDT, you trade them, you make a profit, you withdraw. Sometimes you achieve 10 USDT, you trade them, you lose, and you don't withdraw anything. However, there's a little bit more to it, because obviously we know that cryptocurrency can move quite fast in one direction or the other. So cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin can drop tens of thousands of dollars within minutes, or they can go up tens of thousands of dollars within minutes. And that's actually the part where things become become a little bit risky. Imagine, for example, you just achieved your 10 USDT balance in the mining, you withdraw it to your bonus balance, and you decide now to use that with a 200 times leverage to buy Bitcoin USDT. And you do that, and suddenly there's a huge drop to the bottom, which happens so fast that the trade cannot close automatically. So suddenly you didn't just lose the 10 USDT, but you would theoretically be looking at a negative balance in your account. As a result of that, the terms of service of StormGain would apply, in which it's clarified if your balance is negative, you agree to basically bring it back to zero within 48 hours. So you would actually be obliged to then deposit money to cover the loss that you just occurred. That obviously sounds scary, but there are ways to reduce your risk. First of all, when you are about to place a trade, make sure to reduce the leverage to the minimum of 5 times. So when you place a position or open a position with 10 USDT, you would actually only be trading with 50 instead of 2,000, which means even if the price moves against you, your loss potentially couldn't be as big. It also means when you're right and you buy Bitcoin and the price goes up, that your profit will be smaller, but it's still better to play it safe here in my opinion. And the second point that you should consider is, unless you provide some kind of KYC verification, so you actually verify your identity and address by providing your passport or something like that, or you already previously made a payout using bank or wire transfer, so StormGain knows your name and bank account number, theoretically, StormGain doesn't really have a way to track you down if you end up with a negative balance. And I obviously don't want to encourage you to neglect your obligations when you accept the agreement, but the facts still are, unless you provided or proved your identity by providing them with a scan or a picture of your passport or something like that, or you withdraw to your bank account, StormGain technically has no information to try to track you down if you would incur a negative balance. Additionally, I want to mention that in regular market movements, StormGain will close your position before you actually end up in a negative situation. You can see that if we look back on the screen, if we look at my trade history, I actually already achieved 14.33 USDT from mining and then made a trade with them and didn't pay attention to the leverage, so it was with 200 times leverage, and the price moved up slightly and I ended up making a profit of 13.17 USDT, so that's roughly $13 within less than 10 minutes that I technically could have withdrawn to my wallet. However, I got a little bit greedy here and then opened another trade using my initial 14 point something USDT that I received from mining plus the 13 profit, and made another position for 27.52 USDT, again with $200 leverage, because again I didn't notice that I can adjust the slider, and ended up losing those 27.52 USDT in also just a fraction of minutes, or in this case precisely 5 minutes. So while you obviously shouldn't ignore the risks that come with trading on margin or using leverage, you should also be aware that StormGain would automatically close your positions if the amount you have doesn't cover your position anymore, so if the price moves against you. But still, there is the theoretical scenario that there's a huge price movement that goes against you, and especially if you use an insane leverage, that could cause you to end up with a negative balance. Which is also the reason why StormGain and their free mining offer might not be suitable for everybody, but you have to make your own decision based on the information that I provided you with in this video and based on your own research if you want to take advantage of the free mining offer that StormGain offers and simply collect the USDT in the mining application. Once you have 10 USDT or more, press the withdrawal button and then go ahead and use those funds, so your bonus USDT, for trading on StormGain. And if you accumulate a profit, you might either keep it on StormGain to trade more and rack up more trading volume to unlock higher mining speeds, or withdraw your profits to your wallet or to your bank account. Now personally, since I have already quite a lot of experience with trading cryptocurrencies and other assets, and I'm also a popular investor on a platform called eToro, I don't mind the risks that are there with margin trading, and I obviously enjoy taking advantage of the free mining offer. Although the estimated payoff is only right now $12 per month that I get for pushing that button every couple of hours during the day, it still is USDT that I technically get for free. And if I then place the right trade with that money, I actually can withdraw my profits, and if I don't, well, then I lose the money that I got for pushing a button. The risk to actually achieve a negative balance, in my opinion, for me personally, is quite small, and even if it were to happen, I would have no problem to deposit some money to counter that negative balance and set it to zero again. Again, you have to make up your own mind and your own decision, but the facts are StormGain offers you a way to earn USDT for free by simply pushing a button, and if you use the link in the description down below, you'll actually get free USDT as starting balance already, so you don't have to mine as long until you reach the point where you can use those funds for trading and potentially achieve a profit that you can then withdraw. Now, this might obviously mean that StormGain and their free USDT mining offer plus the free USDT bonus that you get when you use the link in the description down below might not be something for you. I personally still consider it actually not a bad deal for people that do their homework and are aware of the potential risks. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always leave them in the comments down below, or you can use another link in the description of the first pinned comment down below to join our Discord community and discuss StormGain and other platforms there with me and the community. Thanks for watching. See you in one of my other videos. Till then, bye bye.